Hello, good people. Today we're going to touch on a topic that is super important, but unfortunately is often overlooked and undervalued. What are we talking about? Friends. How many of us have them?
Taking Ownership of Friendship by W.C. Blackmon. Friend. This is a word that is casually spoken or otherwise thrown around carelessly. In fact, if one were to check under synonyms in the basic Microsoft Word glossary, such words as acquaintance, colleague, contact, associate, and workmate would be viewed. The truth is, while any of these could be a friend, none of them mean the same thing, and certainly do not equal what it means to have a real true friend. Nevertheless, we have a habit of mixing these words up, or otherwise using them as if they are interchangeable. In doing so, there is the tendency to get ourselves into troubled waters that may have been completely avoided. Similarly, we also have the tendency to fail in recognizing those whom we call friends for the persons they are, and the roles they are best allowed to play in our lives. For example, a person may be a great friend to have when it comes to borrowing money, or to have at your side in a dangerous alley in the dead of night. That same person may not be one whom you should trust to be left alone with your significant other, husband, or wife. Then again, one may be completely trusted with a lover and or with pretty much anything else, but should not be relied upon when it comes to lending money because they simply do not do well when it comes to the repaying of any form of monetary wealth. For this reason, it is my firm belief that in keeping a true friendship healthy and productive, we too have to take on the responsibility of recognizing a friend's weaknesses and adjusting our actions accordingly. If Jack is not good at paying money back on time, then it's probably not a good idea to let Jack borrow money. Another option would be to allow Jack to borrow the money, yet maintain the understanding that there is a chance that you will not get the borrowed sum back. You resolve within yourself that this is a gamble, and like with any betting game, be 100% prepared to move on with a smile in your heart if there is no return. Just the same, if Jill is a great friend, but you know her to be irresponsible when it comes to keeping children, it would not be a good idea to request of her to babysit your little ones. Years ago, while training to be a restaurant manager, Ken, the trainer, said something to all of us trainees regarding food service that I eventually started adopting for all of my life actions. His admonition was this: if you don't inspect, you shouldn't expect. In food service, this meant that one should always inspect what you have, what you don't have, what you are supposed to receive, and if what you are receiving is of the appropriate quality that you are supposed to be receiving. In order for the restaurant to continue providing the same great service and products, there must be the continued awareness and practice of inspecting the what, as well as the who. In living, this practice is just as if not even more important. Throughout the various circumstances and situations that involve others, it is vital to consider first the what. What is it that we are engaging in? What are we asking this person or persons to do? What is being asked of us or from us? Once these are quickly yet appropriately analyzed, the next responsible step is to compare and or contrast the who with the what. If the two are not a good match, then it is on us to take ownership in not jeopardizing the friendship by saying yes, or otherwise asking that friend to do what they do not have either the skills, resources, ability, or, sometimes most important of all, the discipline to complete satisfactorily. It has been wisely said that shared experiences are what build strong relationships. It has also been proven over and over again that difficult or trying times are capable of creating unbreakable bonds. But are we truly respecting that relationship or bond? When we ask a friend to do that which we and they know that they are not equipped to do, some might say that it's only a test of the bond, of the relationship. Here is the $10 million question. Is a friendship meant to be tested, or is it first meant to be sincerely valued? My belief and experience is this: when both parties equally value the relationship, the stronger and greater the bond of the friendship grows. Thereafter, when challenges naturally occur rather than tests, they merely display as further proof of the friendship's strength. Here is another important question. Are we truly valuing and taking ownership in our friendship when we purposely put a strain on it by asking for that which they are incapable of properly giving, by expecting them to act in a way that is outside of their personality? The truth is, when we ask a friend to do something completely outside of themselves, we are not asking them to be a friend. We are in fact asking them to be someone else or something other than. All of this being so, it cannot be stressed enough how good it is to have just one someone whom you can honestly and simply call a real good friend. Show me one who for a just cause is willing to stand by my side or even in my place, and in turn, I will show you one who commands my loyalty. Just so a king is tied to his people. Just so a friend was, is, and will always be. It is like this that you and they will continue to move forward on the road of victory.
Indeed, it truly does feel good when you have at least one someone whom you can call a real good friend. It's even worth dedicating a poem to it. Let's do that now. Title: It Feels So Good. It feels so good to have a friend like you, someone whom I can depend on, someone who is true. When I am drowning in troubled waters, it's your hand is first to reach out. And when the world gets me down, you give to me sincere words that help dismiss the doubt. Likewise, when my spirit is on high and everything seems to be going my way, you smile and feel happiness for me, making even brighter my day. I can remember a time when everything seemed dark to me and I couldn't begin to map out a road of hope. You, bless your soul, you remained mentally and spiritually close, making it less difficult for me to cope. I don't know where I'd be if I didn't have you as a friend. This is why I appreciate you, truly, from beginning to end. I never have to wonder if you will, because I always know that you would. And this is why, to have a friend like you, it feels so good. It feels so good. I'm W.C. Blackmon, and yes, indeed, it does really do feel good to have a friend, someone that you can truly depend on, no matter what it is. It is just as important and feels just as good when we know we can call on this person for this certain thing, and not putting our friends in roles that they do not feel comfortable in, and vice versa. Everything must be reciprocated. That's what it's truly about. Having that someone that you can call. If you're going to have to be in a dark alley in the dead of night, or that person that you can call when you need to borrow an extra $10,000 or $100,000, whatever it is, that friend that you can call when you just need a listening ear. Just the same, it's just as important to understand that every friend doesn't match with each of those. We have to have that discernment to understand, not to be contemptuous of who they are or in any way devalue them. It's just simply, when you need a doctor, you go to a doctor. And when you need someone to fix your car, you go to a mechanic. Friends are wonderful. but we have to make sure that we take ownership in the friendship and make sure that we're not pushing it in a place that it doesn't need to go. Therefore, that friendship can continue to grow. That bond can continue to grow. I'm W.C. Blackmon, and as always, I truly thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing. Please do continue to subscribe and continue to share. We want to get these positive messages, these positive words out because the world needs it. I need it. You need it. We all need it. And we can make it happen. Together we can do that. I also invite you to my webpage, wcblackman.com. There you can book me for inspirational speaking, also for leadership training, team building, diversity training. Just reach out. Let's connect. Let's talk. Let me know what you need, and we'll make it happen. Until next time, I look forward to continuing to connect with you on the road of victory, and may yours be as bright as you need it to be. See you next time.